morning, this Saturday morning. How are you? How are you doing? How is life taking you? Welcome back to Tsalwa. Here we are about vulnerability, acceptance, and hope. And thank you so much for coming back. A returning subscriber. Woo! Shout out to all of you. Asanteni sana. For those that are always commenting and talking to me and telling me how I could improve, and those of you that are kind enough to even make a phone call, asanteni sana. Tunashukuru, we are here because of you. Asante. If it is your first time here, karibuni sana. Today, Saturday, we talk about maternity, motherhood, parenting, many things. Yeah, because mothering and parenting is part of this life. Parenting, whether you have children biologically or not, it's part of this life. You find yourself parenting people anywhere. You find yourself modeling life to another person because you've gone ahead of them. So today, this Saturday morning, we want to talk about managing vaccines. What? Yeah, so we over this last week, not this week actually, on Monday we went for vaccine for a baby girl, and it was, I don't know whether any of you or any mother or any of you feel when pain is being inflicted on the child, or the child feels pain, you also feel pain. Or is it for mothers that feel like that? Do even men feel that? I don't know. But for me, when my kids are being vaccinated, I feel pain. I'm the one who gets sick. I feel a lot of pain. So for that, because of that, I am not able to go. So I want to share with you guys a video on us going to the hospital for the vaccine. Yes, but when the baby was being injected, I wasn't there because I can't just stand it. So it is the father who was there. So yeah, I feel pain on their behalf. So I feel pain on their behalf, so I didn't go. But let's talk about how to manage that. How do you manage? This was 6 weeks vaccine. Yeah, it was 6 weeks vaccine. So how do you manage the 6 weeks vaccine? How do you manage the pain after effects of vaccine? So because babies would react, I'm not a medical doctor, please. I'm not a medical doctor. So different children behave differently. So here I'm basically sharing my personal experience with my kids. Not anything, I'm not a pediatrician or so, but I'm just sharing my experience with you. Over my children, 4 of them. So, but this one is quite different. All of them are different, but this one is extreme, man. Well, but anyway, so I've all done the government plan vaccines. They are called KP. Is it KPI or KP something? Yes, our KPs. The government, not baby friendly. I've always done the one for the government because this economy, surely, yes, God has kept us by faith that He has fed us. However, I find the baby friendly costly. So if you can afford the baby friendly, why not? So I tried the baby friendly one once, and I realized the next time I try, I will not be able to pay rent. Yes. So anyway, so how do you manage the after effects of vaccine? So number one is you need support. As a mother, when you've gone for vaccine, you need support. You need someone there with you. It could be your husband or your relative or your help. You need somebody to do, because that day you might not actually be able to do much because the baby now is reacting. I don't know whether you've taken the COVID-19 vaccine. So if you have taken the COVID-19 vaccine, I'm trying to imagine as an adult, my baby was feeling how I felt when I took the COVID-19 vaccine. the after effects. I'm imagining, I don't know, because they are both vaccines. So probably a medical doctor would be able to tell us the difference, but if there's any difference in terms of after effects, but I try to imagine that's how the baby felt. So yes, so the after effects, when the baby is going through that time, you need somebody there with you. So for me, it was my husband. He went with me to the hospital. Of course, he's always there to hold the baby when they are being injected. So we try and plan when he's available to go to take the baby. So that's number one. Two, please make sure that you give your baby's vaccine morning hours. Make use of the morning hours before it is in the afternoon. The reason being, one of the reactions that baby gets is fever. So fever and sun, or fever and when it is hot or something, it might not turn out very good for you. So for me, what has worked well for me, it is between 8 and 10. So that between 8 and 10, so that by 10:30 I'm back to the house, so that we go through the motions of after effects when we are settled in the house. So between 8 and 10, that is preferably for me, because where we live is quite hot, so that we can get back home. And then you also need to, this is number 3, do not overdress the baby. Do not overdress the baby. That is not the time for them to wear romper. Don't make them feel warm, because make them feel comfortable, not warm. Don't overdress them. Watch out for fever. So anytime they have fever, dress them down. Your first option should be, this one I was told by a pediatrician, the first option when your baby has fever is not to give them medicine, it's not to give them calpo or something. The first option is dress them down. Dress them down. Probably have them just with onesis stroke onesie, or a t-shirt or vest, like that. But also ensure that your house is not, there's not a lot of wind where you stay, so that it also doesn't affect the baby in return. So dress them down, and then tap them with a cloth. Probably you can make use of trying to see if I have a liner. A liner, you dip in warm water and then try to tap them on their body when they are just lying there. So while they cry, I have observed my baby this time round. I have observed her, and I realized when she stretches her legs, that's when she cries the most. So it is because she was injected on the 2 legs. So anytime she pulls them, she feels pain. So how I dealt with that is put them to breastfeed. Put the baby to breastfeed, because when they are breastfeeding, they are not moving their legs, they are not using a lot of energy, they are not moving their body. So they are still, they are actually not moving, and that helps them to relax. So that way you manage the pain. And then if the fever persists, please remember to have a thermogun to check the temperature of the baby. Always have a thermogun to check the temperature of the baby, so that you can see the progress. The fever will come, but you can always, we were told that all the time for the 4 children is, when the fever goes high, give the baby calpo. Now, there are different quantities. Is it quantities? I'm not sure. Different quantities for different ages. So below 3 months, 6 months and below is 2.5 ml, blah blah, and so on. So over 2 years, it's 10 ml or something like that. So you give them calpo, or if it is too much and they are crying too much, now you can talk to your pediatrician and see what you need to do best. Yes. So that is, by the way, it is as simple as that said. It is simple as that said, but done practically is not as simple as you would think. I think one of the things that gave me a lot of stress is that she couldn't, my babies don't, I don't know whether you were babies or experience with a baby, they are able to keep their legs without moving them, because they move their legs, they feel pain, and then they begin to scream. I mean, it is just something else. So that is it. And then also, because you have help, that's why we said the first time, make sure you have help, put them on your chest, maintain skin to skin contact, and then give them a bath. So this worked for me. At around 8 p.m. she was just screaming and screaming and screaming. So it was her time to shower. So when I showered her, I breastfed her. She slept for 5 hours. She actually slept for 5 hours, and I was so glad that I would actually wake up and find out if she's still fine. Yes, she was fine. So that's how we managed it. So enjoy this video of her getting the, by the way, she got 4, 2 oral and 2 injections. I did not take the video for the injections. Why? Because I was not there, but I took the one for the oral. That's what I'm going to share with you. So we are ready. Me and the baby are ready. We are waiting for the father and the brother to get ready so that we leave.
Receive Christ Jesus as Lord. Continue to live your lives in Him, rooted and built up in Him, strengthened in the faith as you are taught, and overflowing with thankfulness.
So we are already at the hospital. I went straight to sit because I was carrying the baby, and the father remained at the reception to register. It was the first time for the baby to go to this particular hospital. So the father is there doing registration, and then from there we will go straight. Good news is we did not find many. We will go straight to the room or to be attended to. Is that 4.7? So this day on Monday at around 9, between 9 and 10, at this hospital, they did not have many visits for well baby. At this particular time, it's only us. We found ourselves only us, and we were quickly attended to. Bless you, Mama.
Pia wamekanyaga na baridi, jua tumeweza. Karibu nipige.
Tashan, stand up from there. Stand up from there.
Just 2 drops, eh? Oh. Oh. All right. What is that? Sorry. Daddy. Yeah, good.
Hiyo ni tamu. Oh, ni sukari. Oh. No wonder ametulia. The other one tastes like?
The other one I have never tasted for you.
Oh.
But for this one, no one tasted. Hii ni ya kuzia diarrhea cases. Coronavirus vaccine.
Oh.
Mwenye diarrhea cases in pigs, inakozeanga na rota na adenovirus. So for this one, it prevents the baby from rotavirus.
You want some more? Daddy. Open your mouth, Mama. Daddy, what is? Oh, she's supposed to take all of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's even one nail, but it's thicker.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh.
So I'm giving for the pot.
In our time
Mm.
ulikuwa unawekwa yote kwa mdomo na unafinywa mapua.
Well, the problem is, as I move it, it will irritate.
Oh.
Achana na Rachel.
Leave the baby alone, Rashan.
Rashan, wewe unaitwa nani? Pole.
It has taken 2 minutes for her to take that one. Yes, thank you. That was it. Yeah, that's how we went to the hospital. We did to go to a hospital that is too far. As you could see, we went with Rashon, our third born, because the second born and the first born were in school. Were in school that day, so they were not able to come with us. Otherwise, we were going to all go together, but because they were not there, we just went with Rashon. Of course, you see Rashon in our videos most times because Rashon doesn't go to school. So every Monday, you will always, or during the week, Rashon is always with us, or unless the rest are on mid-term. So we try as much as possible to make every time memorable for all of them. So Rashon was there as the sister was being injected. So that is it here at Tsalwa. Is bye-bye. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your baby. Enjoy your life. Like, have fun and love Jesus and represent him to the fullest. Remember, this life without Christ is vanity. You need to have Jesus in your life. You know, you need to have Jesus in your life because he's the one who, actually, all these things I am sharing with you, they don't make sense if Jesus is not at the center. They are vanity, like they are vanity. But with Christ makes the difference in our lives. So here at Tsalwa is a bye-bye.